Hello YouTubers and welcome to another Doctor Who action figure review. Today I am looking at the Cyber Controller with his chair and the two Cybermen. Now I can only get the Cyber Controller and the Cyber Controller's chair into one shot. I have got the two Cybermen with his, so I'll start off with the main attraction, the Cyber Controller. Now this was released in 2007 or in early 2008 and it was one of the first Doctor Who sets ever to be released. The first set ever to be released was the Dalek set with Dalek Set, Dalek The, Dalek Just and Dalek Khan and the Genesis Arc, and after that came this set with your Cyber Control and your two Cybermen. Okay, let's start the review. Now the Cyber Controller is removable very easily, and you can remove the pipes or the tubing from him very easily. As you can see, they're just tubes with little holes and you get 6 of them. A little bit of a mess, but you know, it's pretty good. That comes with that. As you can see on the Cyber Controller, he's doing the splits, and that's really the only way you can get him on, because there's this big thick pipe here which stops it. And also the Cyberman, and as we know, the figure form does a V shape when it opens when I open my legs. Okay, so let's take a look at the detail. There's very good detail on this. You can see all the wires. Some of them are sculpted to the chair, some of them are slightly movable, but a lot of them are just one big thick piece, and these black wires continue to go round and onto the back of the chair, where some of them go in there, and some of them are just sculpted around there which go underneath here as well. The underneath is pretty basic because you never really saw the underneath of the chair. Well, you never saw it anyway. You've got these columns which go down here. You've got a thicker pipe which goes right round the tube, and I imagine it goes in to the chair there and then comes out round there, then goes in and goes out round there. Not on the actual figure, I'm talking about on the actual prop, which goes back in there. So that's pretty good. I'm just going to talk slightly on the piece at the back here. As you can see, it's a separate piece which is clipped on. I'm not sure why they've particularly done that. Probably because you're getting all of these going down there and some of it's alright. You've got some nice lines and wires going down there, and 3 on there. And you've got another tube there, another pipe, and that. More wires coming down, and you've got quite a few of these pipes and tubing which go around you. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of them on the actual thing. They're bigger than the black wires, but not as big as these huge ones which go right around and that. And they are slightly movable. Only slightly though, they're basic. These ones here are a bit rubbery, so if you find that one of them seems to look a little bit off, but it's hard to tell. particularly unless you direct it to a prototype. If it does look very odd, then you can bend it slightly. And these tubes and piping are movable very easily, and you've got the nice little pattern. It's similar to the one on the Tommy Star, just more rounded. Also, you've got the C logo for Cyberman logo on there, and you've got this. Well, looking at it now, it sort of looks like a sun. A sun. I know it might be for something else, but what's underneath the Cyberman logo is something that looks a little bit like a sun. And also the whole chair has got this very, very nice texture. So, there you go. You can see on the actual chair it's got a nice texture to it to make it look more like a solid thing. Then you've got that little screws around here, and you've got, oh, I've just noticed something new. You got here, which has got under the seat side of mine, and something else in there. They would actually light up, I imagine, because you had, these are probably the lights on here, which light up and would make a controller have a big screen presence. Sorry, I'm losing my voice here. Also at the back, you put this rigid tube which goes up and separates into these little pipes as well, which go inside the controller. Well, so that's the chair. Chair basically, because it's mainly silver and black, and this one is not silver. This one here is not silver. It's a very, very light sort of bronzy colour. So they've painted it silver and added little bits of bronze. I think that might be to give the effect of rust. Anyway, because the controller, who was John Lumick once upon a time, had only just been upgraded when we first saw it. So that's your chair, and the chair is a little bit heavier than you would imagine because it's got that many wires and that on it. So that's the chair. Now, on to the Cyber controller. I'll start with articulation. Head can do a 360. You have 360 degrees at the shoulders. Also at the elbow, it goes bend as well. The wrists do a 360. The legs at the hips can do 360s and go out and in, and you have the knees bend as well, 360 degrees at the feet. So there we go. If you watched my 12-inch Cyberman review, then you'll notice I said about these big bolts and that being on the figure, which wasn't supposed to be there, and this was just before the Cyber controller came out, so they were obviously testing it or something. You've got the Cyber controller here with the big bolts. This was also released separately from the chair and that. But I never got it separately. I only ever got it with the chair because I thought, well, most of the time you do see him with the chair, that huge chair, and you only get a scene of him going up the ladder and the bit where he's pulling all the wires. Now the detail on this Cyberman is Cyber controller is excellent, and this head sculpt was reused on the Cyber Leader from the 2008 Christmas special, The Next Doctor. It was just the head sculpt that was used though, and the head was just plonked onto a normal Cyberman, and then this bit was painted black and the bars were painted black, and so were the eyes. And I've got that one as well, so I might do a review on that if you want. Here we go. The eyes here, you've got the black pupil in the middle. The lights glow up blue with white lights on there. The Cyber Controller helmet, which I've also got, the eyes are the sort of normal clear plastic, but they're not on here. And it's hitting the screen. The brain is an excellent sculpt. It really does a pretty good just for 5-inch scale, and of course it's covered in transparent plastic. The Cyberman logo as well. You've got the bolts. Again, you've got all the detail on here on the tubes and that, which go down. It's not as detailed as the 12-inch version, but it is pretty damn good. Oh, and I forgot to say, there's a little bit of waist articulation on those, a tiny bit though. Then you've got the tubing and that down the back, and you got the knees, got that. And again on the feet you've got this great reaching effect on that as well, which is just as detailed on the 12-inch version. And the feet do actually come off. Yeah, because they're actually ball jointed, and the feet do come off. But they're a very tricky job to get back on. Oh, there we go. Also, you've got the lines on there, the lines down the side where all those, where sometimes you will see steam and that coming out if and that. It's a bit like the cooling system, like you have on, well, anything, a TV or anything really, where that would. Oh, okay, it's gonna be a two-parter, guys. I will see you next time, and for now,